Somebody get Anakin a new droid.
This new droid is terrible.
Another new droid.
Yeah,
He's worse than the battle droids.
it's anti-R2.
Yeah, it is.
Welcome back to Star Wars Total Rewatch. We're totally rewatching Star Wars every time. This is episode 6, which is like a kind of a two-part series, 6 and 7, little R2-D2 adventure. And I'm Daniel, here with Isaac and Hannah. A little different crew today because no one else showed up. We're happy.
We waited
Happy to
a
have
little
you
while.
guys. We waited so long.
All that we're willing to
Wait
watch
anymore.
this episode. I mean,
Yeah, maybe that's it. They just
Not
didn't
true.
know.
no, it was fun. The next 8th one was titled something Binks Jedi,
I know.
and that one. Ooh,
Haven't seen Jar Jar yet.
I can't wait.
No, I know. We are excitedly anticipating the return of Jar Jar Binks. But yeah, this episode, R2-D2 they think he got blown up when Anakin's ship gets hit in a battle.
Starts off the battle, and Anakin outflanks Grievous and destroys the fleet.
Right. Yeah, quite the plan.
Then Anakin chases after Grievous, gets shot. His ship is floating away, and R2's lost.
And R2 is lost. Yes.
Then we find out his memory has never been wiped.
Yeah. So Anakin says we've got to save R2 for no personal reasons whatsoever. It's just because he has all of the Army's tactical information.
Yeah,
It works out for Anakin to go save him, even though it's very personal.
We find out that R2 is actually taken by a Trandoshan junker, like scrap dealer, who is scavenging the wreckage of the battle. The Trandoshan is actually working for, or I don't know if he's working for, he's got ties to General Grievous.
I think he put it together and phoned him. That was my impression.
Saw that R2 is valuable. And
yeah, that's kind of what I...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe he's sold secrets before to Grievous. But this episode ends where they're just going after Grievous's ship, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think they don't get R2. They're kind of like, oh, he's lost. And then they're going to go after some ship of Grievous's or something.
Yeah, some base. But that doesn't appear in this episode. So.
Right.
Oh, man, I was trying to stream it on Discord before. Actually, you probably will be able to see it. Shoot. Oh, shoot.
Oh, no,
What's
no.
and now it doesn't remember what
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Do you know it off?
Not off the top of my head, but I'll find it in a few seconds.
Okay, thank you.
If everyone's listening, I have a large list of passwords on my Microsoft Word.
Oh my gosh, you're just going to read your login out to the podcast?
Now I can also say my password on our podcast.
Say it as in the podcast.
And if you want to watch along with us.
Yeah, hopefully you bleep this out. All right, it's my email is at gmail.com.
What is it?
At gmail.com. And your password is...
Okay.
So please email me, spam me.
Yes, please.
Definitely don't give that out, because then they'll be able to hack everything.
Isaac, how many things do you use this password for?
Literally everything until they make me change it. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, let's maybe start at the beginning then. There's a battle.
Mm-hmm.
I think Obi-Wan says again, like, don't engage.
Yeah, he does. He's kind of against it. Anakin's like, no, we got it.
Right. Grievous has a bunch of ships kind of using an asteroid as cover, but they actually have a trap set for Grievous. It's a bunch of the tanks on the asteroids coming up behind them.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
What are those little tanks called? I should know these things.
The Geonosian tanks.
All right. There we go. The All-Terrain Tactical Enforcer, an ATTE.
It's kind of, I think, basically Grievous has got them outgunned significantly, so that he kind of thinks, well, we'll take them head on. They can't flank us because we have the asteroids to our back, and we'll win easily.
Yeah.
not the case.
I don't know. It's like, again, Grievous is just getting wrecked.
Yeah.
He's not really showing that he's that good of a general.
Anakin's just that good.
Oh, he's just outsmarted every time.
Yeah, at this point, I feel like we've seen this before.
Right.
Curse is foiled again.
I had to stop the stream because it would make you guys lag a ton.
Oh, no.
Might be my internet,
Yeah. It might
Probably
be your
is.
connection, yeah.
which is really sad. I'm sitting right next to the
I
router.
don't know if it'll be any closer. Unless you were inside the router.
Would that work?
Plug your brain into the router. You need an Elon Musk chip.
Oh,
Ugh,
yeah.
I don't want that.
What? I thought everyone wants that.
It's the future. So, yeah, questioning if Anakin is actually the tactical genius he supposedly is. Or maybe Grievous is just really that bad.
Well, I mean, first of all, it's not like everything's that well thought out.
Yeah.
But I think it's more Anakin's just kind of a, I don't know what the best way to say it. He's ballsy.
Yeah.
Maybe a little reckless even too, but like to the point of, but he's good. It's like
And he's so connected to the Force.
he gets away with it because he's
Mhm.
so good, but
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like way overconfident, but he has reason to be
it works.
Yeah.
Yeah,
for him.
If it works.
exactly. Sort of. It works, but he's like almost dies.
Oh, it's minor inconveniences.
Yeah, and like without fail, all of his plans end up getting clones killed. Maybe it's unavoidable to have casualties, but
Well, I mean, they are at war, but yeah, like Obi-Wan was kind of like, you're gonna lose everyone.
yeah,
And he didn't lose everyone, but he did lose, plenty, obviously.
And R2, who was very valuable. So that was kind of dumb.
I mean, I was even wondering, does R2 really have all this information in his head, or is like Anakin just obsessed? It's a little bit weird. Like he cares more about R2 than Ahsoka or than any of the other clones that are helping him. We'll see that more like in the next part, but
Yeah.
I think they make it a little, they purposely make it a little goofy just to show, and then they give him this droid. He's like, no, I don't like this droid.
Yeah, that was funny.
He
That
just
was a bit
hates
much.
the new droid, Goldie.
Right.
Stumpy.
Dumb.
But they definitely portray it as he's attached.
Oh yeah.
He's definitely overly attached, and it should be a sign to everyone that if he's getting attached to droids, like,
Right. I mean, realistically, it probably is because Padme gave him R2, right?
Oh.
that's true
So
too. That's a good point.
I was
That
not
does
thinking
make
about that.
sense.
Yep.
But at the same time, I think R2's like his only friend in the world.
Well, I think in a way he can connect with droids because they don't let him down, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
People just kind of let him down all the time.
And as we see from the new R3 droid, R2 really is special.
Oh, yeah, wow.
Yes, yeah. There's no doubting that.
I mean, we already knew that R2 had all this knowledge because he's the same throughout like all the movies
Yeah.
and seems to always know everything. Like C-3PO, has had like his memory wiped at certain points.
Right.
But I
Right.
feel like R2 is always the same.
Has he ever had his memory wiped?
Like he is really important. Like he does know all of this stuff.
Mhm.
The enemy would want him. I mean, that made sense.
That's a good point.
Yeah, and this new droid, Goldie, he's not helping them.
No, he's not.
I mean, it's like he literally does everything wrong.
Yeah, but also he's just dumb.
Right.
I think that's also part of it. And you see like, yeah, R2, it's like this is what happens when you never wipe a droid's memories. Like they get a lot of free will and like,
Right.
but they're also at the same time more capable.
Yeah.
Like he can predict what he's going to need to do. He doesn't have to wait for the
Right.
orders.
Think for himself. Well, like we see him trying to escape the Trandoshan.
Oh, that was great.
So yeah, Anakin decides they have to go look through the wreckage to see if R2's out there. They find his Jedi starship, what's left of it, and R2 isn't on it. But then they see this Trandoshan ship, and they think, well, hey, maybe we can make a deal, bargain for R2 if the guy picked him up. But go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say with an awfully familiar talking eyeball.
Yes.
The little door eye that everybody.
Yep, from Jabba's palace.
Yeah, but it was also in the previous episode. We talked about it in our podcast last time. That one's with that episode of the clones.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they had one of those eyeball security droids outside of the station.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't remember that.
So that just must be a security feature.
A
It's really hot.
universal.
everybody has
thing.
one.
Yeah, the Trandoshion's pretty gross.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Farting. That's what the subtitle says.
What?
So yeah, this guy, I'm sure he has a name. I should have had the article up for it.
Where's Cody when you need him?
I know. He's always on top of these things. Yeah, well, okay. His name is God Knocked.
Oh.
I can't imagine why I didn't remember that.
I don't know how you guys didn't know that. It says he did work for the Confederacy.
Was this the work he did?
I guess so. I mean, I'm sure they had all kinds of salvagers. Having to rebuild all the ships that Grievous loses.
That's a full-time job right there.
Exactly. But he's a Trandoshan, which I thought was pretty funny. Like, you don't really see them too often.
No, I think they do pop up some more, but it is kind of cool to see them.
In this show, they pop up?
I believe.
Yeah, I can see.
Can you remind me what a Trandoshan is, or why we know them?
It's like a lizard creature, but yeah, I mean, I first knew of them, and Daniel probably did too, from the Republic Commando game.
That's where I know them probably the best from. But there
I do remember that.
There was a bounty
Vaguely.
hunter, Trandoshan, who's in that group of bounty hunters in
Empire Strikes Back.
Empire Strikes Back.
Good point.
That was Bosk.
Yeah,
Oh
right.
yeah.
But you wouldn't know it was a Trandoshan. I mean, now we do, but like,
Sure, yeah.
you know, at the
Yeah,
time,
this guy doesn't look quite like that, but
no, this
Damn.
guy
I
is
can
kind of
see it.
This guy's short and fat.
right,
Yeah.
right. He's a salvager Trandoshan. He's not a bounty hunting type.
But he speaks perfect English, which is interesting too.
Mm.
I expected him to have an alien voice, but I liked it. He's a real slime ball of a character.
Oh yeah.
Ugh.
Huh?
We're looking for an R2 unit. You happen to pick up any recently?
An R series? No, not for a long time.
Pookum's here. Really has her heart set on another R2. She lost the last one.
Pookums. Oh, brother.
Oh, Pookum's here. Oh boy. I mean, I know he's like trying
That
to joke,
part,
but that was
yeah.
pretty like,
That's what he calls it, Ahsoka. for
Yeah.
some reason.
I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Like, what were they pretending to be that he would call her
Well,
that?
exactly. It's like you're pretending not to be a Jedi. Like, it's so obvious.
no, it's like he's a dad or something like that. That's,
Right, he's
that's what I
pretending.
thought. Took it as anyway.
Yeah, I believe that he's her father. I could see that.
I couldn't.
I see the resemblance.
Yeah. She got her mother's genes.
Ugh.
Clearly.
I don't know if we're moving ahead at all, but I noticed that they had the assassin droids, that there was one in The Mandalorian.
Ooh,
And
yeah.
they were so cool. It was great.
Yeah, so the Trandoshan says, yeah, I might have an R2 unit in the back, and locks them in this warehouse cargo hold.
Yeah, that's not suspicious at all.
And yeah, they're IG droids, assassin droids.
Yep.
Yep. And then what do you know? Guess who turns him on?
Goldie here.
Lo and behold,
Yeah.
useless Goldie.
he's never does a single thing right. He always does the opposite.
Right.
Well, it's almost like he's actively working against them.
It is almost like that.
It sure seems like it.
Anakin thinks he's just broken or something. It's like, man, I wish I had R2.
Right. Ahsoka is trying to be encouraging.
Yeah. Ahsoka continually trying to vouch for it. Yeah, like,
She's
give
too
him a
nice.
chance. She's
Yeah,
no.
too nice.
She defends them to the end.
He
It's-
literally almost got
I
Anakin
hope she
killed.
learned
Come
a
on.
lesson here.
Yeah.
Don't trust strange droids, you know.
Only trust droids you know and then trust them with your life.
Don't speak to strange droids. But yeah, they fight the assassin droids. It's
Yep.
awesome.
Yeah.
This is fun.
Yeah, I had no idea that those were a thing before The Mandalorian.
Well, so you do see one of them also in Empire Strikes Back?
Oh yeah. IG-88 is the classic one from Empire.
Yeah. In the same scene you see Bosk, you see like a bunch of these like cool bounty hunters that
Yeah.
you never see again, but people wrote stories about. And they're pretty awesome.
Cool.
I just wanted to comment quick on when Anakin runs into that Trandoshan guy again. He quickly gets a very dark side to him, just briefly. Like he's just thinking about killing him, and then
Right.
Ahsoka's like, "Hey, let's just move on," you know?
Ah! If you didn't have a lightsaber, you'd be a dead man.
Where's my droid?
Master, what are you doing? R2's not here.
Let's get out of here.
I told you there were no R2 droids down here.
What are you doing? R2's not here, she says. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Anakin's like gets really threatening.
Yeah, like I don't know,
yeah.
just kind of subtle, very quickly, but
Yeah, Anakin really is pretty desperate to get R2 back.
Well, it's that. It's also just kind of he's like frustrated.
right. He's not afraid though I guess to get pretty dark.
Yeah, immediately gets angry. Like
Right. To lose control of emotion, basically.
Yeah.
Do what Jedi aren't supposed to do.
Talk about setting a bad example.
Right. Like his Padawan had to stop him from like killing the guy.
She's learning more what not to do.
Yep.
What to do.
It's true. She does have to kind of stop him quite a few times.
Very well trained.
Yeah.
This whole scene on the Trandoshan ship, I really liked all this stuff. It was really fun.
Yeah.
But they end up leaving empty-handed. They're like, we did not find R2. Maybe he's not on this ship. I don't know. But there's not a whole lot else that happens here.
No.
R2 breaks off his restraining bolt and then actually tricks one of the IG droids out of the airlock. It's like, man, formidable opponent here. Yeah.
Classic R2.
Classic R2 airlocking droids.
Yeah. And the Trandoshan catches him.
I know, he doesn't really get away with anything, but he does get the message out. So
This is what I was thinking during that part. Why don't droids have like location sensors, GPS,
Right,
cell phone
yeah.
features built in? Like I thought they could contact people from anywhere. They can receive transmissions. Why couldn't he send a distress signal to Anakin?
I don't know.
That seems like an obvious droid feature.
I mean, you would assume, right? Sometimes it seems like they do have something like that when it's convenient for them to have it.
Yeah, convenient to the plot.
Does R2 ever have that though? I mean,
I guess I can't think
R2's kind of old
specifically.
too.
But yeah, maybe he's just too old now. He didn't have. He does have one of these restraining bolts on him.
Right.
Doesn't block any signals that he could transmit because no, he ends up actually going and like hot wiring something on the Trandoshan ship to send a message out. But he actually takes off his own restraining bolt, which is a scary thought. You can't contain ours.
Exactly. So I'm seeing it now again too. It's like some of the textures, like that second shot when it was darker and kind of zooming in on them, they looked like really good. And then other times they just looked like nothing there.
Sure.
I wasn't sure if it was like cutting in and out of my TV or if it was just that spotty. Like not this one. If you go back a little bit, like that when it was kind of dark, the textures to me just looked a lot better than some of the other shots. Were just like
kind of weird. It all has this weird painted kind of look to it. I noticed that in the movie too. I feel like it was kind of a way to make it stylized and maybe a lower resolution.
Okay.
I'm guessing.
Yeah.
But I mean, whatever. You can roll with it. They went for that look.
Oh yeah. No, it looks fine. I just kind of.
Yeah, some of the contrast in some of these shots is weird. I think that's just lighting mainly. Good to notice that stuff. Like Cody has, you've seen it too, I'm sure. But Cody always says, like, man, by the final season, like it's just such a overhaul with quality.
Oh yeah.
Like, man, they like improved incredibly.
That makes me excited.
Yeah.
And it's not like it's just the visuals. I mean, it's a lot. The story's just outstanding too. Everything's really good.
Sure. The final scene is like another battle where Anakin tracks R2 to Grievous's ship, but then Goldie just continuously like sabotages all his attempts.
Like almost gets him killed.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's so bad.
I mean, he was trying to kill him, wasn't he?
We don't know that.
No.
At this point, we had no idea. No.
Okay.
It sure seems.
Right.
Maybe you did. I didn't.
It sure seems like yeah.
I just thought it was like, yeah, never mind. Next episode.
You'll never guess.
If he wasn't trying to kill him, he couldn't have done a better job.
Right.
Yes, that's a good way to put it.
That little droid actually is Grievous.
Wow. Never would have thought that. Anakin pulls a watch this maneuver, and then the droid in the Grievous's ship is impressed.
Oh, right, he does.
Hit the stabilizers, R3!
Hey, that was clever.
Silence! Move the cruisers into attack position!
I thought he was going to smack it off there, but later he eventually smacks his head off. Yeah.
Smack their heads off. Classic Grievous, just smacking droids' heads off.
Yeah, that is a classic.
He does do it again next time.
He just loves killing his own team most of the time.
Yeah.
It's a pretty classic dark side trait.
Mm-hmm. It is.
You know, how they ever win. They just kill their own guys all the time.
I mean, in this case, this is Droid, so it actually doesn't matter.
Those things are expensive, I think.
Yes,
Apparently.
Dooku said that.
Probably just said that so Grievous would get in more trouble.
What does Grievous make, though? I mean, what kind of retirement plan do you think he has?
I don't know, but money keeps getting used for new droids.
This is coming out of your retirement, Grievous.
At this point, I owe you.
Oh yeah, this is a move. They fly the Twilight between two of the Separatist ships, kind of crash into each other. It's like
Kind of Millennium Falcon style.
kind of Millennium Falcon style.
Yeah.
Okay, wasn't that Ahsoka flying?
I don't know. Was it?
I think it was.
It was. Anakin's not flying. See, he's still in his fighter.
Yeah. They fly the Twilight to where Anakin is engaged in battle, and then he flies into the Twilight's hangar. And yeah, it must have been Ahsoka.
Or it's Rack.
Yeah.
They both could be flying.
I thought that was odd, because it seemed like something Anakin would do, not something anyone else would do. And I didn't know Ahsoka even knew how to fly.
Well, like, I think she knows how to fly, but Anakin, like, didn't even trust her to fly one of the episodes. That might have been just Anakin being paranoid because he's too attached to everyone.
Poor Anakin.
Well, I mean, it's not even that he's too attached. It's kind of like, it's just like Star Wars. Jedi aren't supposed to be attached. It's pretty normal, I think. The Jedi are just abnormally detached from everyone.
Yeah.
It's the thing that they always say they shouldn't do, but then they all do anyway.
They all do, but like they're also pretty good at. Well, they're much better than Anakin.
Sure.
He's more human than anyone else, I think.
Right.
Then how does it end?
You fly off into the sunset.
Fly off into the sun.
Without R2.
Yep. We continue.
Next time.
Next time, we might get a few more people in this time.
They're waiting in the wings.
I know, yeah, they're already.
People are just lined up to get in this
I know.
podcast.
Because you gave out your email address. Your inbox is just flooding with everyone trying to join the podcast.
And my password. Everything's gonna be hacked.
Getting all kinds of messages.
I'm gonna be hacked.
Amazing. Didn't know I was so popular.
That was my brain chip password.
Oh no. What is that actually called?
I don't remember what he called it. I just heard him talking about it in a podcast. It's really cool, but it's like, what in the world?
That's Elon Musk.
Yeah. It's called the Neuralink.
Oh yeah. It's a real thing.
That scares me a little. That's too Star Warsy for me.
It's more like Matrix.
That's not good either.
Oh, but the Matrix is awesome.
What? No.
Well, the first stages of it seem really cool.
Sure.
I mean, the initial idea of it is like people with severe brain like damage or issues where they can't really function. It'll basically stimulate it, and you'll be normal.
Any brain injuries or diseases. It could be revolutionary.
So that's the like initial ideas of it, but then obviously eventually you can become connected, and you'll be able to instantly access all of that information.
No.
And everyone will be able to instantly access your information.
Hardwired to the internet. Yeah.
He didn't say that, but I mean, somebody could hack it. I mean,
Right.
once it's part of your brain,
Oh, I know.
then it's like now it turns into a sci-fi
It's like Ghost
cyberpunk
in the Shell.
movie.
Well,
video
Yeah.
game.
Oh, this episode is called Downfall of a Droid. I don't think I even said that. Next time is called Duel of the Droids. Doesn't that sound great?
and there is a duel.
I can't wait.
Epic duels.
Let's say.
It's Duel of the Fates music.
There can only be one R2.
Yep.
All right. Signing off.
Bye.